They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to NRG Stadium, home of the Texans right here in Houston. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cougars will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The LSU Tigers offense will have first crack at this one. And when you go to market for a veteran quarterback, you want a guy who can come in, command respect, immediately become the starter, and Jesse, they think they found it.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see how he's going to perform today. I know he was really excited about this opportunity, and David, he chose this situation specifically because he believed it gave him the best chance to compete for a national championship and to have an opportunity to play at the next level. Now he's got to go show it, right? We've seen this guy play before. We've seen him have success. This is a big stage for him today.
No doubt. I think all eyeballs will be on him, right? Even his teammates. They're going to be watching every single move. He was the guy that was talked about to come in, to take over, to lead this team. He's making the money. That's talked about as well. So let's see how he responds, and let's see how he gets his career going in a new spot.
From the gun, the running back has it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. How about that tough, hard-nosed running? Rich legacy of that at LSU. Reminds me of Charles Alexander.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I was a part of that legacy.
Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. To the air, it's Flagway. He's not afraid to go deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers! A great catch and run for 6. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Going right to work up top. They get to him as he throws. Finds a man on the left. Sprinting away. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Houston.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone, they'll try to follow suit here. Out of the gun to give to the back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Flagway. He uncorks one deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off?
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing, because preseason rankings don't show up anywhere at the end of the season, but it means this team...
He's got it along the sideline. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many...
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Oh, he's got a chance. Shoved out of bounds right at the 35-yard line in the running game, getting the job done.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. He'll pitch it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They wanted it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. Looking to fire. Took a shot as he threw.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Brings it in down the left side, and it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you.
LSU 21, Houston 7.
So after the break, they'll go back to work. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. Looking to throw on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Oh, he had his man for a big gainer, and he just flat missed it. So now it's 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Finds the tight end. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And here comes the field goal unit. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And the veteran presence is obvious for this senior behind center. The passing game absolutely firing on all cylinders. And best of all, they've protected the football.
Yeah, great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage. And when he drags across the field, he could see he had him. He completes it for the...
Flying out to the left. He's at the touchdown, LSU. Once he got some room, it was over.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
LSU 28, Houston 10.
Coming out with it, it's Hardy. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pulls it in on the left.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Sanford. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So 1st down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on 2nd down.
Reese, I got him right where I want him. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget...
Going downfield for the big play. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the 1st half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Houston will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the back. Looking to pass. It's Lagway. throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. And he's brought down after a nice gain. LSU quick to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Going to try to get it himself. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. On target to the left. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the 1st half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the 1st half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Blackburn. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Cougars come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. Turning it on! Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34. The Cougars just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And the Cougars come to the line in the hurry-up. The corners are walked up tight. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Houston. Hello!
And that is a perfect job by the offense executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, it's Lagway. He turns that loose down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense comes onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Pressure coming. Caught in the backfield. It's Hardy. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They booted away on 4th down. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Dances away. Trying to beat the D deep. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
That's caught. It's Durham. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. They got him! Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. He's inside the 40. The 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. That is just what the doctor ordered for any offense to start a drive 1st and goal. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Got 5 on that last one now, 2nd and inches. Wide receiver going in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown LSU! And the punishment has been extended.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game 1 going exactly how they scripted it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Fires on the move. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You know, they say sometimes for quarterbacks the hardest throws to make are when the guy's wide open. How do you miss that throw if you're the QB? Just put air on it. You could underthrow it by 10 yards. That receiver would have come back and fielded a punt.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3.
LSU 42, Houston 17.
Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. The offense changing the play. That's caught. It's Green. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give on the option. They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They want that clock to run. Heading to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU lining up 1st and goal. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
In the backfield again to make the stop. They keep giving him the ball and keep getting nothing for it. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And he made that look easy, but it's not. I think one of the hardest things to do is tackle these quick, shifty wide receivers in the open field. Nice job getting that sucker on the ground.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. The Cougars buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball.
He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety. They'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Snags a quick pass on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Under fire. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. He's got it for a big play. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. USC has the lead right now, but kind of fittingly, the men of Troy have been in a battle today and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 5 over UNLV. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And he's knocked down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. they're going to keep this drive going, they'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Houston will be forced to punt. They'll look to pin him deep. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking for a gap. It's Peppers. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. To throw, it's Lagway. Looking to the big tight end. Finds a man by himself. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Tigers in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Unleashes to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. Quarterback on the keeper. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete, and man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got him now, and he almost picked up that first down on the screen. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese.